Does that feel like the first time you made love?
No.
Okay, well then put the blonde back into your hand. Okay. All right, let's go to the brunette. Pick the brunette up. Put that up to your face. Does that feel like the first time that you made love? No. No. Okay. Put the brunette back. Okay. All right.
Redhead.
Let's grab the redhead.
It's the Scott and Alley Not For Air podcast. The rules are gone. The shirt is untucked. Here's Scott and Alley.
So welcome to the Scott and Alley Not For Air podcast, where I've decided to do the podcast from my estate. If you're watching this, you'll see in the background there the grand piano.
Stately free manner. This is hysterical. How did you get that back? I want that background.
I don't know. So I went in. Let me tell you what happened right before we started the podcast. We had to get our cameras all set back up. And I wanted to go in and make sure that the right devices were being used.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I clicked on now because I'm in a different area. But I clicked on it and there was backgrounds and it says, try our virtual backgrounds.
Yeah.
And I saw one that looked like this palatial estate. I don't even know what palatial estate. Palatial? What the hell? You got a nice palatial estate there. So it looks like
making stuff up now.
So it looks like I'm sitting in a really ritzy house.
But then that microphone keeps, do you see the microphone keeps like coming in, coming out?
It's like bad green screen.
Oh, it's terrible.
And this is all in this program we use.
Although this does kind of look like your house a little bit.
Well, I mean, a little bit. The grand piano, yes, but the...
No, but you do have a piano, or do you still have the piano?
No, the piano was not mine.
Oh, dang.
Whatever. The only thing that was good for was when there was a bunch of kids over for them to bang on it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Which is the worst time. Isn't a bunch of banging on the piano keys like every time is the worst time to hear it? Blah, blah, blah,
That's all it is. And then you have to go back and nobody ever closes the piano and, it's just
dusty.
sitting. Oh, yeah. It's just,
Wait, I thought at one point you guys were going to do piano lessons, or was that just like a fleeting thought?
That was never my thought.
Oh, I don't know why. I thought maybe Gavin seems like he would have long fingers because he's very thin.
Gavin seems like he have long. Yeah, I was looking at that kid. He's got some long fingers.
I've never looked at his hands. Well, growing up, my friend Stephanie, this was a childhood friend of mine. She played piano, and she was one of those people that was like.
Oh, she was like virtuoso.
Oh my gosh! Amazing.
Hey, that's a real word. I can say virtuoso,
but not palatial.
Palatial,
whatever palatial is. I don't even know.
Oh God!
Yeah,
I think I was trying to say a real. What's the fancy word? It's a fancy word for like an estate, like a posh estate.
Posh estate. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Maybe not palatial.
I added the palatial.
but
gave me some Twin Tearsisms in there.
Now I don't want to talk too much about the way it looks in case people are not looking at it and you're just listening. But
no, but it is worth a look.
It's got a peaked. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Watch it on Spotify or YouTube. But it has a peaked ceiling.
Yeah.
Which you do.
Yeah.
At your house, and then it also has a fireplace, which you have at your house. There's furniture in that room which you don't have right now.
Not in the room. Not in the living room at the moment. That's getting ready to be painted.
We sit on the floor.
Yeah. Yes.
We're actually going Japanese style.
I was going to say we're going Asian chic right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I could never do that. I can't. Well, I don't know.
Oh, my knees couldn't take it anymore.
I was just thinking, if I got into crisscross applesauce on the floor right now, how hard would that be for me to get up? Do you remember a year ago I did the splits and I said I was going to keep doing the splits?
Never went back to the splits, did you?
No, because I was having sciatic issues a year ago, and the PT guy told me, do not do that. You are absolutely stretching yourself that you should not be stretching.
Well, since we've reached the part of the podcast where we get to show off our ages, I'm still suffering from that mid-August injury that I got playing at Gavin's soccer game, the kids versus parents. I re-aggravated that stupid lightning strike that I felt in my right butt cheek down to my halfway point of my thigh.
And don't you hate it that it's such a stupid injury?
Yes.
And it won't go away?
Oh my God.
That's the same. I had an elbow issue from
Oh my God, we are 100. Yeah.
But mine was from lifting. And I think here's what I think happened.
I like how you justify. I was bench pressing.
I wasn't bench pressing, but I was lifting on a bar. Like I had a barbell in front of me, like around my chest, and I was lifting weight up. And I think I re-racked it.
Oh, you were doing the squats.
No. Well, kind of. You go down for a minute and you up, and I think that. Ow, no.
Now she's got raging tennis elbow.
Well, kinda. I think that I went to re-rack it and it was too far away from me.
Well,
Anyway,
next
so
podcast,
stupid.
I'll tell you how my colonoscopy went, and we'll talk about the crick in my neck.
We have been talking about you doing your Cologuard for how long?
Oh my
and you
God, I
haven't
don't even
think
know
it's
where
been-
that box is.
I think it's been about a year. I bet you 6059 knows where that poop
In
box
February,
is.
it will be a year. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I'm living under the
Scott.
guise of what I don't know won't hurt me.
Until something terrible happens. You know, my old neighbor, Tony, this was years ago. He is now since passed. I think that if he would have taken care of his health a little bit earlier, that maybe he'd still be with us.
Well, maybe.
I'm saying you got to get it checked out.
Well, let's talk about health in a totally different way. Can we talk about the most unhealthy meal on the planet, Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, of course
So
we can.
this is the first. Oh, and we should let people know. To be totally honest with you guys, the reason this podcast is a day late, not necessarily a dollar short, but a day late. Actually, it will release past the normal time of 11 too, because we're recording this at 10:45 on Wednesday. So you'll get it at some. This is the podcast, Better Late Than Never. There's the title of the podcast.
Oh, I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
let me write that down so I don't forget.
Yeah, right. But so Better Late Than Never. We had a storm come through yesterday, so we were just torn in different directions. I ended up having to get back to the house because the kids didn't have school, and it was an upside down day. You were coming off vacation, which created a
Wait.
very tight schedule. We had
Would that
both
be
had
my-
things happening Monday.
Would that be my 1,000th vacation?
Yep,
Because
that would
I
be
had
it.
I had a listener who sent me a message. I'm going to read it to you verbatim. She said, "Love your 1,000 vacation trips, hearing us and seeing all your adventures," as Scott would say.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot packed into one.
Yes.
Maybe next year break it up a little. That's all I'm saying.
I will. Did you about die when I told you that Melissa and I were going to go see that stand-up comedian, thinking, "Oh my gosh, she's planning another day off"?
Oh, that's just one random day off.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, 'cause-
if you do a day off, I don't even know what day that show is.
It's on a Thursday. I might take the Friday off. but
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not-
nothing. That's a long weekend. That's fine. It's
Yeah.
these multiple full weeks in a row that I'm like, oh my God, hi, it's the Scott Show again.
I
But
know. Which I thought that was your dream.
No,
just
nope,
kidding.
Nope. Maybe years ago, but not no more.
Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So observation. And I hate to say you're right, but I think you're right.
What?
So two things were said on Thanksgiving. Let me tell you how this panned out. So we were taking Thanksgiving, pretty much, I'm going to say 90% of the meal we were going to take for all the family to get together at 6059's grandparents' house. Her grandparents are in their 90s. They're not venturing out. They're especially not taking
course.
an hour drive to get to our house. So the whole plan was we will make everything, almost everything, and then we will bring it with us and have a nice, festive dinner and all that.
Let's say, for people who don't know, from point A to point B is about 45 minutes, right?
At the minimum, yeah. So
Cold turkey.
We were no, actually, that's the funny part. Letting your turkey rest apparently is the secret. So we were up early on Thanksgiving Day. I had done a couple dishes the day before, although I was on the road the day before, so I had stayed up late that night working,
God.
doing so. So I got like two
Your
things.
life tires me.
Yeah, I'm tired. So,
I need another vacation.
you better take some time off after I tell you this. So, a couple things were done, but we knew we had to do the turkey, really the stuffing, mashed potatoes, the things you have to do the day of, right? So we're doing all that. We're getting, as much done. I just didn't want to do it days before that because if I'm making something on Monday, how good's that going to be on Thursday, right? You get the timing. So we worked all morning from about 7 a.m. until we finally hit the road at about 2:30 on Thanksgiving Day. So, okay, here we come in. We got the
Perfect.
bird. We got all the side dishes. And I have all my mom's recipes from Thanksgivings that she did. So we do it all scratch. There's
And Scott-
nothing not made fresh.
Scott does not do anything with food half-assed.
No, we don't do half-hour.
No, we don't. Everything with food is super big, whether it's Super Bowl food or Thanksgiving food.
And it's 99% of the time made scratch, you know? I mean...
Your love language.
I mean, if I'm making the kids mac and cheese, I'm not making that fresh every time. But, you know. So, here we are. I have an 18-pound turkey and all this food. Now, we've reached the point of Thanksgiving where these comments come out undoubtedly every year.
What?
Oh, my God, there's so much food. And there was. I mean, it was ridiculous. But there was a fair amount of people there, right? So then 6059's family had a ham and a few other side dishes they brought. So now we're really reaching the point. Is the neighborhood coming for this meal, or is it just the 12 of us, you know? So we're doing it. Anyway, I start cutting the turkey, carving it, and I did about half, and 6059's grandfather's with me. We're together. The boys are doing this now. You know, we're getting in. I'm like, I'm not the best carver, but we'll see what I can do. Well, it turned out it was a magnificent carving. I felt very accomplished by that. Hence, the turkey rested from coming from the oven to all the way 40-some minutes away.
I would love to have seen a picture of that.
So I was pretty proud of it. But I said, I'm going to stop here. Let's make sure. I mean, this looks like a fair amount of meat. Let's start here before I cut into part 2 of it. That's a good idea. Okay. So I'm noticing not a lot of turkey is going off the plate, right? The ham seems to be going pretty well, but not a ton of it. But I mean, everybody's eating, right?
Yeah.
So I get to the point where I pull the Scott. I'm like, hey, does anybody else want any more turkey? And they said, no, I'm not a big turkey person. Oh, okay. Well, and this statement runs through a number of people. 6059 ate turkey. I ate turkey. Her grandfather ate turkey. Her grandmother did not eat turkey. And I want to say from there, it was split about, let's say 60-40 of people that were eating turkey, not eating turkey versus eating turkey. So 40% eating turkey, 60% not. 18-pound bird, Allie. This is a big bird, right?
I know.
So later on as the night goes on and the other comment undoubtedly comes out, oh man, look at all this food left over. Oh my gosh, everybody take something. We're food for days, this and that, right? And I'm sitting with 6059's grandmother and somehow the comment came up and she goes, I don't like turkey. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, honestly, you could have brought a rotisserie chicken. I'm like, damn it, next year, that's what it is. I don't know. And it's not anything negative. It's just so few people are into the turkey. Yeah. I mean, some people were sort of into the ham. I don't think I'm going to waste my time next year. I need to make a small turkey because I have to be able to make gravy, which also I knocked that out of the park this year. I was proud of that, my gravy.
Oh, no doubt.
But I'm not making, you know what? Next year it's a 5-pound turkey, which is really a rotisserie chicken.
What's interesting is you could always do a new tradition. I think we do it for tradition's sake, but more and more people are on my page of turkey is the trash bird. It is.
It turned out great. It's just I was
sure.
more surprised at how many people just don't do it.
You know what Danielle and TJ's family did?
Nah.
Lasagna.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Oh, yes. And I also think our friend Hannah Renna did lasagna too. I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I think that you could just make a new tradition and save yourself a lot. What I thought you were going to say was that you weren't going to be carting all that food. Because my thought was, what if you, and I don't know if 6059 still has her beach house in Hornell. I was thinking, why didn't you guys just stay out there on Wednesday night?
And dogs.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my thought was stay out there, cook all morning there, and that way everything's right there for you. But okay, that makes sense.
That was it. The dogs, there's just no getting around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to really or say that you were going to pick up grandma and grandma the night before, have them stay in your apartment, hence the stately free manor that you see in this video.
Yes. Look behind me. You'll see the size. Actually, the living room size is really damn close.
It's very close.
The layout not exactly right, but close.
Yeah, but still, how do you feel about that? Bringing the grandparents to you?
They won't. They're just at the point they're not going to do that, and it's okay. And really, the transporting wasn't a problem at all.
We've done it before where we our family's functions have gotten so large. I just did a Zoom call with my cousins for our Christmas one, and we have at least 75 people that will be there.
We used to, when I was still living in Buffalo, now this is the early 90s, and the family at that point, the sizes of the family was growing, or you'd have like my brother Jim, they would invite a large portion of their family, his wife's family.
Oh, we
And
do the
then
same blendings.
My brother, the blendings. And my brother Gary would invite a huge amount of his wife's family. We would rent. So my brother Jim has been, for decades, a member, and even was chief of a volunteer fire department up in Buffalo. And we would literally rent the hall. And there were years
Wait
where
a second.
we would rent the hall.
Would you guys get to slide down the pole on Christmas?
Oh, there was no pole. Unfortunately, there was no poles at
I
these
want to slide
departments.
down a pole so bad.
Get one in your new house's living room. Just put it in a pole.
I'm thinking.
It's great exercise from what I hear.
I do have a friend who does have a pole. They have a stripper pole. But no, and I did a stripper pole
Is
class
it like
once.
a hot tub? 1% of hot tub users use them all the time, and then they just sit.
My friend Sarah, always in her hot tub. Her kids go
I
in the
thought
hot
you were going to say always on her pole.
that too. But I wonder if my friend still has that stripper pole because they used to have one in the bedroom, and I'm not sure. But I remember I took
It's like
that.
an in-house tanning bed. Does anybody really use it more than like 1%?
Right? But the stripper...
Well, I guess Hulk Hogan did when he was alive.
Lots. The stripper pole class I took was super fun, really difficult.
Yeah,
but because
I've
it
heard.
already has like a spinning function on it.
I thought you were going to say grease.
No, but you would
Grease
put
the
like
pole.
you would put like this stuff on it to
Yeah.
help you do all the moves and stuff like that. But maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should get a pole because I now have a 2-story house now.
Yeah.
How can I get the pole? I got to think about this.
Well, you're going to need a little bit of you're going to need
Opening.
a joist, if you will.
Yeah.
You're going to definitely have to have, a solid piece of wood.
But as I get,
Or the pole will bring that on.
but wouldn't it be great to just pull down from one level to the next?
Oh, you're not looking to install a stripper pole. You just want to put in a fireman's pole to actually drop down.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, that's a pain in the ass. Now you got to carve a circle in the hole. I mean, a hole in the. You got to.
I wouldn't
I'm
do
sorry,
it-
that made no sense. You got to cut a hole in the floor.
I knew exactly what you meant. I wouldn't do it till after Junior leaves us because I'm afraid he would fall down,
Fall
the,
down the
hole.
hole. Oh,
Poor
geez.
little guy.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so our family function, we at one point it was us trying to like cook and bring stuff to said location. And then finally we started doing a catering situation because it gets to be too much work to bring all of that food, especially when it's only me and a couple cousins who are transporting everything. And then this year we're going back to, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we always do ours in my uncle's church. So we're going to do roast beef or roast beef sandwiches. So in the morning, I'm going to go to the church, crock pot everything. There's going to be like, 8 crock pots, and then pretty much make everything else right then and there.
Okay. I
Because
would imagine
the
so that church has a big kitchen, I take it.
Yes. Yeah. The
Okay.
transporting of everything is just such a pain in the butt.
Well, are you going to cook the roast before you put it in, or are you going to buy cooked meat already?
No, it's going to be raw. I'm going to bring all the roasts to the church. The crock pots are going to be at the church.
Are you making your French dip? Is that what it is?
So, yeah, very similar. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm
All right,
not
that
going to do the
makes sense.
Instapot. I'm going to do the crock pot. But yeah. And then,
And it'll be done in time?
oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, if I start it in the morning and then we eat it like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I've
Don't
never
you-
done that in there.
Don't
Well,
you? I know. It's,
Nothing,
and that's
nothing like the holy heaves for a following Christmas
well,
meal.
Jesus did turn 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and fed a city, right? I mean,
Wow.
I'm basically going to do the same thing.
That's going to be impressive.
So let me go back to
And somebody will be ordering pizza.
we've talked about that. If there's not enough food, we always said we can order pizza.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think there's going to be enough food. I don't think it's going to be an issue whatsoever. We've never ran out of food. There's been things that we have come very, very close.
How many people are going to be at this?
75.
Christmas? 75.
At least.
How much meat is that? That's like a cow.
Oh, my cousin put it in.
That's like 75 pounds of meat.
She went to like restaurantdepot.com and then she did the math and yep, we're going to do it. I know.
And this is cheaper than catering.
Well, when you split it up between X amount of cousins, it'll be fine. It was just that we wanted to change it up.
Okay.
You get some older folks and they're like, we really want just meat and potatoes. I'm a meat and potatoes family.
What are you looking for?
Well, that we're going to do it. We're going to do the roast beef situation.
So you're doing meat and potatoes.
Yes, that's exactly right. Now, before
Although
you
I
teach
do
me,
I'm not going to lie to you. I like the idea, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm liking the idea, the catering idea, because It's
know.
a lot of work. Listen, everything that we made ended up turning out great, and it really was very, very good. And yeah, I ate my way through a ton of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie to you. The effort, sometimes you sit back, you're like, God, I wish I had, a totally huge disposable income because I would love to cater certain things.
What it is this meal, I don't mind getting catered because it's such a large group of people.
Yeah.
I save the real good meal for when we're doing the smaller thing. If it's just me.
If you're feeding up to 20, let's make the dishes. Over 20, I don't have a problem with that idea of catering.
I used to hate the idea of catering.
Me too.
And once
I
once
mean,
I thought about it,
not for everything, but just for family things.
right. But once I thought about it that way of, okay, when me, mom and dad, brother, sister-in-law, when we get together, that's where you make the good meal. That's where you make you pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
Not for 75 people.
God,
it's like just
jeez.
feed them. Let's get in and get out.
Yeah.
Plus, me, not big on cooking. My focus is the entertainment. So we already, we're going to do a weekend update, Pamela Pumpkins skit. We're just, we focus on the skits.
I have to come back to the amount of food that you have to make.
You're so enthralled by this.
How many crock pots are you going to whip out using here?
Oh, do you want me to pull up my notes?
You have well, of course you have notes. Now I'm curious because if there's one thing that 6059 and I have quite a few of is crock pots, and I'm like, are you going to need these?
Oh, no, I alone have 3. My mom has, I feel like Gail's got 5.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Got it. Okay, roast. Here we go. It is 55 pounds at $5.12 from Restaurant Depot. My aunt has a membership there. And we can get the 55 pounds from Restaurant Depot for $281.
That's not terrible.
No, and then we're also going to do mashed potatoes, 6 5-pound bags, $60. And then we're also going to do these Hawaiian rolls, $34. So by the time you put this stuff together, you split it up between me and X amount of cousins. It's probably a little over $100 per person.
That's actually not bad. But
Not
what
bad.
I was getting at is how many crock pots do you need to cook this meat?
I don't know.
What I'm curious
I don't know,
about.
But we have a lot of family members. We're crock pot people.
Oh,
it'll
okay.
It'll be fine. Everybody just put your name on your crock pot and we'll get it back to you.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll get it cleaned and back to you. Now, you had something you had to reference from a couple podcasts ago.
This is just a quick reference. So a couple podcasts ago, you were asking about one of my 1900 vacations, and you were like, "Where are you going? What's going on?" Remember we were passing notes?
Yes.
So if you guys missed this on the show, I'll just reference it now too. I bought a house and I was moving that week. So
Not like the house that's in my background, I want to point out.
No, I bought a brand new house and it's just me and little Junior Bill. And so Scott and I were writing notes back and forth like, "Oh, did you need help?" And I said, "I'll pay you." And you go, "Oh, no, absolutely not."
No, you would never have. I wouldn't have taken money for that.
I ended up getting a nice crew that agreed to get paid in pizza and beer. So, but
finding that crew today is pretty good.
I couldn't believe it. One of the crew members, actually the one kid, I've only hung out with him twice. It's my friend Ashley's boyfriend. My other friend Ashley, I haven't hung out with her. I hung out with her at a recent tailgating event that you and I did. On Halloween, we hung out. I hadn't before that had not hung out with her in years, and she's the person that showed up. What a friend!
That's a good friend.
Yes.
That's somebody that you bring back into the fold. I got to ask this question. You told me before we started the podcast something about tipping a painter.
No, we're gonna save that for the show.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
We're going to do that tomorrow.
Well, see, normally
yeah. Okay, so you guys are going to get this podcast. It's getting released today. The day we're recording is the day we're getting released. So this is a Wednesday.
Any minute it'll be out.
Yes. And then on
Any
Thursday,
20 minutes from now it'll be out.
Yes. And then on Thursday's show, we'll talk about the painter thing.
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
already put it in the planner.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, we're so off from this week with the snow day and everything else. I forgot tomorrow's Thursday already. It's like, holy God.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, now teach me the joke.
Okay. Came across this highly inappropriate joke. Can't tell it on the show. You'll love it. Now,
Okay.
I have to teach this to you so that you, a woman, can do this to a guy. Okay. This
yes.
is technically it's this joke. When I get to the punchline, you'll get the punchline. You'll probably laugh, but it really needs to be delivered by a woman to a guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So you ask the guy, you say, there are 3 girls in my hand. So you take your hand like this. There's 3 girls in my hand.
Okay, there's 3 girls in my
a
hand.
redhead, a blonde, and a brunette. Okay, and you say, okay, I want you to pick up the blonde. Okay, pick up the blonde and put it up to your face. Go ahead, put it up to your
I did.
face.
I'm
Okay.
right here.
Does that feel like the first time you made love?
No.
Okay, well then put the blonde back into your hand.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the brunette. Pick the brunette up. Put that up to your face. Does that feel like the first time that you made love? No. No. Okay. Put the brunette back. Okay. All right.
Redhead.
Let's grab the redhead. You know, redhead's spicy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You hear things about redheads that you don't hear about anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Pick up the redhead. Put
Although
that
I've
up to
never
your
been with a
face.
redhead, but I
Yeah.
do think redheads are attractive.
All right. So up here, does that feel like the first time that you made love?
No.
No? All right. Put the redhead back in your hand. So you got all 3 back in your hand?
Yes.
All right. Let's put that together here like that. Let's shake them around and see if we can't get it again. First time. Does that feel like the first time you made love? You've got to do it a girl to a guy.
Okay.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
I have never heard that joke before, but yeah, I'll tell it. I'll tell it.
You got to get that to a guy.
Actually, on Saturday, I'm going to be with friends. They're going to come see my new house, so I'm going to tell them that joke on Saturday.
There you go.
Hopefully they don't listen to the podcast.
You know, well, yeah, you can listen to it, but if you see it, you'll get the joke even better. So.
Yes. Awesome. All right, well, we need to get this podcast out.
All right, I'm out.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.
Well, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. Do us a favor, will you? Subscribe. Share the Scott and Alley Not for Air podcast. Touch our buttons. We know you want to.